Hey everyone, it's Alex back again. Another stack of singles. Bringing back the singles collection for a bit, and then I'm going to take a little break before my next episode because I do need some supplies. But I haven't done an episode of this in quite some time, so I figured I'd do one of these quick. This is going to be an all soul edition of the singles collection series, if you will. If this is your first time checking out this series, basically I've been going through my collection of 7-inch singles and sort of logging them into my Discogs page and showing them off 30 at a time. Now, some of these I've had logged um, since the summer, and I've been waiting to do this episode for quite some time. But kept putting it off, and finally I'm only now we're nearly in February. Whoops. Getting around to this. So yeah, let's get into this. Starting off with the track we heard at the top of the video, All Night Long by the Mary Jane Girls, of course on the Gordy label, the group that Rick James I think had a hand in. I know he wrote and produced and arranged this single, but yeah, really happy to have that one in the picture sleeve. Very good stuff there. Shalimar, I Owe You One. This is one of their earlier singles off their Big Fun album. A really good single from them, actually. I'm a sucker for anything on the Solar label, so I'll pick it up when I see it, regardless. But yeah, that's a good one to have. And then we've got Kool and the Gang. It is in the Wrong Company sleeve, of course, because it's a Mercury label. But it is Too Hot by Kool and the Gang, with Tonight's the Night on the flip side to this one. Very cool single. I think both tracks are off of their Ladies Night album, which was around the time they were shifting from their more funky sampleable stuff to the more disco-y stuff that they became known for in the mainstream, which is fine. Melbourne Moore, Mind Up Tonight, which is produced by Paul Lawrence, who is another name I'll always keep a lookout for. I think he's a fantastic producer. Definitely one of my favourites when it comes to the soul genre, and then you've got the other side of the rainbow on the flip side to this one. I'm going to do a twofer here, a back-to-back, if you will, of Soul to Soul with Back to Life, which does have the instrumental on the flip, and Keep On Moving, which also has the instrumental on the flip side. So two singles by Soul to Soul, I believe, both off the same album. Both with instrumentals, just in case you're brave enough to try your own versions at home. Another big single here, this is Ain't Nobody by Rufus and Chaka Khan. Of course, I think everyone, even if you're not into soul, I think you know this track. It was pretty big around 84, I think, when it came out. And Stop On By is on the flip to this one. Yeah, Warner Brothers label on that as well, which is pretty cool. Rose Royce, Magic Touch. I know they had another single outside of Car Wash. This one obviously not as big as Car Wash, but I love playing this one back to back with Ain't Nobody, so that's kind of why they are also back to back in this video. But this is one of my go-to combos for the start of a soul gig. If I'm doing a soul set, Ain't Nobody to open and Magic Touch to follow. Pretty good combo there. And I Want Your Love by Chic. I'm sure we all know Chic at this point. Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers, of course, and you've got Funny Bone on the flip side to that one. We will be coming back to Chic as well later on. I do have another one of theirs to show in a little bit. George Benson, Teaser, one of his later singles. This is from 87. and you've got Did You Hear Thunder on the back to this. Now, this is off the album While the City Sleeps, which, again, like I said, is one of his later singles from the 80s. But there is a track on there that's produced by Kashif, who, again, is one of my favourite producers and artists in his own right. So, always on the lookout for George Benson stuff, one of my favourite artists, hands down. And this one, I'm going to give you a little taste of. This is Best of You by Kenny Thomas. This one's when, this is a bit of UK soul music. This is around the sort of time, this is 91 I think on this, on the Cool Tempo label, which is around the time that house music was starting to become more mainstream. This isn't quite a house tune, but it's you can definitely hear the influence that it's heading in that direction. So Kenny Thomas, Best of You, and of course I know him best from working with Cool Million, doing some vocal stuff for them. But yeah, just you have a little taste of this one, and you guys can let me know what you think of it in the comments. Kenny Thomas, Best of You.
I gotta get the best of you. I gotta get the best of you now, baby. I gotta get the best of you. I gotta get the best of you, oh, baby. Ever since I had your love, it's been moving me around.
I showed one Shalimar single, we got another one here, and I'm sure there's another one in the stack at some point as well. But this is Dead Giveaway off their album The Look. That album came out in 83, so it's the album that came out after Friends, which is one of my favourite albums of all time. My favourite album by Shalimar. But the B-side is actually off a different album, and it's I Don't Want to Be the Last to Know, which is off of the Friends album. So pretty interesting there, and like I said, it's on Solar, but this one's on the Pink Solar label, so I'm always going to pick them up when I see them, Shalimar. I think the group is a fantastic combo. You've obviously got Jodie Watley there, you've got Howard Hewitt and Jeffrey Daniels as well, who, despite what you might think, was the reason that Michael Jackson to do the moonwalk. Little fun fact there for you. Don't You Worry About a Thing, Stevie Wonder, of course, my favourite artist of all time. I've got quite a few of his singles that I still haven't shown in this, but I have logged into my Discogs if you guys want to see exactly all of them I have. Check out down below. And then Do Yourself a Favours on the flip side, which is from a different album, but still a really cool track by him. Another dance floor filler here. This is Cameo with Word Up, and you've got Urban Warrior on the flip side, which is off of a different album as well, but cannot go wrong with a bit of Cameo. Same with Aretha Franklin. This is Spanish Harlem, and the flip side is Lean on Me on the Atlantic label. Again, anytime I find anything from Aretha, I'm gonna pick it up. It doesn't matter if it's a single or an album. She's just one that I will always pick up when I find them. So there we go. I did say there's more Chic in here. This is Le Freak, probably the biggest track that Chic ever did, and you've got Savoir Faire on the flip side to that one. And of course everyone knows The Freak, the song was Freak Out, that one. Yeah, can't go wrong with that track. I think this is supposed to be shown like that. This is the Ra Band with Clouds Across the Moon. Two different mixes of that on this one. And I am going to give you a taste of this one in case you're not familiar, because this isn't one of my favourite tunes, but it's nice to have it because it is a dance floor filler. So especially in the soul sets, so it's a helpful one to have, especially. So give this one a listen. Raw Band, Clouds Across the Moon. I'm doing this one take. I don't even care.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there someone there with you? Oh, since you went away, there's nothing going right. I just can't sleep alone at night. I'm not ashamed to say I badly need a friend, or it's the end. Now, when I look at the clouds across the moon, here in the night, I just hope for rain.
Earth, Wind and Fire, Let's Groove in the picture sleeve with the instrumental on the flip side. For those of you at home that would love to try your own versions, again, can't go wrong with Earth, Wind and Fire. They are popular. Just on, this is a later reissue on the injection, what they call the injection labels. Yeah, can't go wrong with that one there. Really good track by Earth, Wind and Fire. And if you can read that, oh, you really can't read that at all, can you? It's Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe by Barry White. And just not enough on the flip side. So I believe both tracks are from his album Can't Get Enough. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, happy to have that single. Again, it's Barry White. Cannot go wrong with a bit of that. Commodores with Easy. This is a reissue, but the reason I have this reissue is because on the flip side to this one is Machine Gun and I Feel Sanctified, which are two really good funky tracks from Commodores. So that's why I've got this one. But Easy is also a really nice track, just to, if you just want something mellow, something to sing along to, a slow dance even, that's your track for you. But I have this one for the flip sides because you can't go wrong. Wymack and Wymack with Teardrops and Conscious of My Conscience on the B side. So again, another one you just can't go wrong with. 1988, and again on those silver injection labels, but a really good track again. So there's that. Sade, Smooth Operator in the picture sleeve. You've got Spirit on the B side, which again another one that everyone knows, everybody loves, and another one to play early while people are turning up, because people just love a bit of Sade. I know this is the last Shalimar single I'm going to show you, I promise, because I think I've shown them all the ones I have at this point. But this is I Can Make You Feel Good with Help Me on the B-side. Both tracks are from their Friends album. This one's not in the best shape, unfortunately, but nice to have. It was my introduction to Shalimar, so I'm gonna have a soft spot for this track anyway. So there is that one. Let's Celebrate by New York Sky with Call Me on the flip side. Wanted to give you a needle drop of this one, unfortunately YouTube said no, so that one's not coming, but you can always check it out on, if you're curious to what it sounds like. If you've got Spotify, or even search it up on YouTube, I'm sure someone's put the audio up that way. But unfortunately, I tried to get a needle drop of this one, and YouTube didn't like it, so unfortunately there is no needle drop of that one. But really good song by them. But I consider this a double A side actually, because Call Me is a really good song as well. Excuse me. But yeah, both really good tracks by them. I know we've already had this band as well, but I'm going to show them anyway. This is Kool and the Gang with Fresh, another dance floor anthem, if you will, from 1984. Yeah, and on the back is Home Is Where the Heart Is. which is from an earlier album, a slightly earlier album from them. Yeah, can't go wrong with that one. What do we have here? Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay on a single with Respect and Mr. Pitiful on the B-side. I am a sucker for Otis Redding. He's in that category of, again, Aretha Franklin, and I've probably mentioned it loads in this video, artists I just pick up regardless of what it is. When I find them and they're in good shape, I'm going to pick them up. He's in that category as well, so there's that one. Princess, Say I'm Your Number One, with the there's two different versions of this song on there. Another floor filler anthem that this one gets the ladies up and dancing, so there's that one as well. There's a lot of dance floor fillers in this stack as well, because we've also got Diana Ross with Upside Down, and Friend to Friend is on the B side to that, so can't go wrong with a bit of Diana Ross. 2 singles left and we are done with this video. I Feel Love by Donna Summer, another really big song produced by Giorgio Moroder, for those of you who are curious. And then Can't We Just Sit Down and Talk It Over is on the flip side. Both tracks are from 1977, so again, from a good time period for her. I know original Casablanca, but GTO is GTO a subsidiary of Casablanca? I can never remember. I'm sure someone out there will fill me in. But yeah, I Feel Love by Donna Summer on a 7-inch, so this version is slightly shorter, because I know the original version is fairly long. That one's about 4 minutes, so can't go wrong there. And finally, in closing out this video with Tramps, Zing Went the Strings of My Heart, and Penguin at the Big Apple on the flip side. So again, another one I really wanted to do a needle drop of, and YouTube unfortunately said no. So unfortunately, again, you're not getting a needle drop of this one, as much as I would have loved to. But again, Tramps is early Tramps is really, really good. So again, just can't go wrong with it. And I really did want to do a needle drop off that one, because it would have been so perfect to close this video out. But as I said, YouTube just said no to that one. So unfortunately, that is gonna, well, not unfortunately, but that is gonna do it for this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Please give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're new here, because I really want to get to 400 subscribers this year. It was my goal for last year. We didn't quite get there, but hopefully this year we can. And if you do want to see more singles videos, let me know. I do have one more in the works before I retire the series for a bit. Because I am trying not to buy as many singles, because on my Discogs, I think out of the 930 titles I have logged into my Discogs, I think about 500 of them are 7-inch singles, which is crazy to me. So yeah, there will be one more episode of this, hopefully soon. And yeah, we'll see you all again very soon. Bye.